Dr. Attia 嘅5招提升我哋健康長壽，我哋講咗第一招喎，就係運動係非常之重要。但係你有冇發覺，你一講運動咧，好多人就話：哎呀，好多嘅喎。我就好想同你分享一個故事，真人真事。咁我個朋友就同我分享嘅。佢有個同事就已經踏入60歲啦，咁所以咧佢已經係退休年齡喎。咁佢咧就轉翻做一個 part time 翻3日工。咁但係公司生意好啦，需要人手啦。喺一段時間之後咧就問翻佢：你介唔介意做翻 full time 啊？咁原來佢好喜歡做翻 full time 嘅，因為佢都好健康。好不幸地咧，就4個月前，咁佢喺行緊街嘅期間咧，就有人喺後邊擁到佢。大家想住下有人擁到你，你冇諗到嘅，你會點？你係咪成個人趴落地下？咁所以當你趴嗰陣時，你會兩隻手掌係咪會出現啊？咁佢就兩隻手掌出現喎。咁跟住發生咩事呢？兩隻手都裂咗骨。哇！咁所以究竟佢返唔返到工呢？當然大家可以估到啦，佢連 part time 都做唔到。我點解會提呢一樣嘢呢？就係因為原來如果年輕嘅時間你唔累積肌肉嘅話呢，你去到年長啲嘅時間呢，你嘅肌肉會流失嘅喎。咁當你嘅肌肉流失呢，你就會失去平衡，好容易呢少少嘢都棘到，或者呢你跌親呢，你好難好。可能後生你可以好快好，年紀大就唔係嘅。所以今次呢就好想強調呢個 point， 就係如果你感覺到你係好多藉口行唔到呢條路嘅，我俾一啲好大嘅推動大家咁呢個推動係乜嘢呢？就係話如果我哋唔再建立肌肉嘅話呢，我哋好容易跌，而跌嘅情況可以好危險嘅。咁呢度講俾我哋聽呢，就係有啲數據講60歲後原來呢，如果你跌或者俾人擁到呢，你係非常之容易受傷。不過受傷嘅程度有機會呢係致命㗎。咁如果好返都好啦，永遠唔會去返以前嗰個狀態嘅。嗰個位置嘅傷口呢，硬係呢就會爭啲，咁你變咗你嘅生活質素就會越嚟越差嘅。因為如果你爭啲，咁你嘅肌肉係更加難做運動。所以運動係非常之重要，而最重要嘅運動咁多個排列之中呢， Dr. Attia 提我哋係咩運動啊？負重運動阻力訓練我哋嘅肌肉有啲阻力阻住我哋呢，咁跟住呢佢先至會增大嘅，咁先至個肌肉會穩陣。我哋有咁好嘅肌肉呢，咁我哋行路呢，人哋可能擁到我哋少少呢，我哋都冇咁容易跌低，或者我哋跳過容易啲，咁變咗呢就冇咁容易跌，冇咁容易受傷，冇咁容易死亡。咁所以 Dr. Attia 呢，其實都係好想強調鼓勵啲人，就係話去到某個年紀，你記住跌係你嘅敵人。咁我哋聽一聽一啲數據啊。
In 4 years and $250,000 of education at Stanford, how many hours of lecture did I have on exercise? 0. When was this discussion about falling presented to us as medical students? Never, right? So, in the United States, over 14 million, or 25% of people over the age of 65, will fall each year. This risk goes up quite non-linearly. So by the time we're talking about octogenarians and nonagenarians, the annual incidence of falling is at least 50%. And you'll recall that I said that the risk of death from that fall, depending on the series you look at, will be somewhere between 15 and 30% of those falls, if they result in a broken hip, will result in fatality within the 12 months. These are data from the CDC, and you can see that just from 2007 to 2016, we've seen a 30% increase in fall deaths. To put it in perspective, the projection is that by 2030, we're going to expect to see 7 fall deaths every hour in the US.
即係60歲以上嘅人佢哋 跌跟住死亡嗰個比例啊，增加咗30%啊，大家，所以非常之危險啊！最恐怖咧，佢話咧就係去到2030年，就係話每一個鐘頭啊就會7個人因為跌而死亡。諗下，你估呢啲數字會唔會發生喺我哋香港度咧？咁我相信就機會非常之高。咁啊頭先嗰個真人真事嘅故事咧，原來呢位女士咧比較係好瘦嘅，咁所以當佢跌嗰時咧，佢咁容易斷骨咧，你估下大家，其實佢有乜嘢啊？佢已經有骨質疏鬆嘅傾向啦，所以就唔係淨係肌肉啊，骨骼都出現咗問題。但係如果我哋肯去做負重運動咧，原來兩樣嘢都幫到我哋嘅喎。咁啊，我哋睇睇咧，就係 Dr. Attia 介紹咧，就係一啲研究講話，我哋女性咧特別要留意，就一定要做呢個運動。我哋一齊睇下。
Another thing to understand is how bones work from a density standpoint. We basically are in a bone building, net bone building phase until our early 20s. And then we sort of hit bone peak, and then it's mostly a decline from that point on. For women, the decline becomes quite precipitous once they hit menopause if they are not placed on estrogen therapy. You might ask why. Well, it has to do with the fact that estrogen is potentially the single most important hormone when it comes to regulating bone health. When the bone is placed under load, think of it as a strain gauge that measures the deflection of the bone. And that strain gauge has to communicate through a chemical signal to the osteoblasts and osteoclasts, which are the bone building and bone decaying cells, respectively. And that chemical signal, so the mechanical signal is transduced into a chemical signal, that's done via estrogen. And so that's why estrogen is so important, because it's the chemical messenger that says, hey, I'm under load, I'm being deformed, please give me more bone building material here. So, what else can I say about that? Well, look, unfortunately, this is another one of those things that declines precipitously with age, and it's non-linear, meaning the rate of decline.
哇，骨質疏鬆啊！我相信你同我都唔想要，但係我哋女性會踏入更年期㗎嘛，咁所以最好嘅預防原來就係要建立肌肉，咁我哋嘅骨咧亦都會硬淨啲。一份研究報告咧就係嚟自呢一個2015年澳洲 Griffith University。有位博士，咁佢咧就係原來做咗研究嘅喎，咁佢揾咗啲比較係真係更年期咗嘅女人去做㗎。我哋不如睇下 Dr. Attia 點樣形容。
This is a study that recruited healthy postmenopausal women with low bone mass. So these were women that all had at least osteopenia, T-scores below -1. And the intervention group was given 8 months of just twice weekly, 30 minutes at a time, so 60 minutes total, supervised strength training, where they were doing 5 sets of 5 reps at more than 85% of their 1 rep max. Control group was just given low intensity exercise. And after 8 months, the BMD of the lumbar spine in the treatment group had gone up by almost 3% at the same time that the controls had lost over 1% of the BMD in their lumbar spine. And basically the same thing was true in the femoral neck. You saw an increase in the women who had been training versus it was almost a 2% decrease in the control group.
哇，8個月更年期咗嘅女人咧，原來都可以點啊？做翻骨啊！咁所以你諗下，又唔使食藥，係咪？只係做運動，而做啱嘅運動咧，我哋就可以得益嘅。所以你唔好諗住年紀大啊，唔可以做噶啦。唔係啊，你係可以買啲啞鈴喺屋企做噶。如果唔係咧，你就 join 個 gym 咯。咁gym 有好多儀器你可以做噶。咁所以鼓勵大家咧，就真係第一步要做好，就係要運動。我哋講第二步咧，就下次同大家去分享，就講營養啦。